What's going on, guys? I am back with another review. It's been a while since I've done a review on anything. YouTube hasn't been letting me upload most of my videos for some reason. It's probably been a few months since I've done a review, and in those few months I've probably gotten 25, 30 new firearms. Lots of different gear, lots of different holsters, but what I'm here with today is a Dara holster that I ordered for my newly acquired Glock 45 MOS. So this is a Dara appendix inside the waistband holster, and when I was in the market for a holster for this gun, it is unloaded, there's no mag in there. When I was in the market for a holster for this Glock 45, there was a couple other companies I wanted to try out, but they had like a 3 to 4 week lead time. So I'm not one to wait. That's too long to wait for a holster, especially a Codex holster. So anyway, I see these guys all over Facebook and Instagram, so I started looking into them, reading the reviews, and they got great reviews. So I decided to order one. Decided to give them a shot and got it in, I think 3 days after I ordered it. It actually got in really quick. They consider this a custom holster because it is a light bearing and has the optic cut for my red dot. So I was excited. I was like, wow, man, this company's fast, everything, blah, blah, blah. But when I got it, this may not be a big deal to you, but for $110, it's certainly a big deal to me. So, slides right in. So watch what happens to the rear of the slide when I push it all the way in. So my red dot is catching on the optic cut. So in the notes, when I ordered this holster, I specifically put in there I run a Holosun 507C. So I'm thinking, cool, that's going to be enough for them, but apparently it wasn't. So I reached out to Dara. They got back to me fairly quick. They sent me a return shipping label, and they're like, we'll make it right. It's an easy fix. Honestly, it's probably something I can do here with a Dremel, but I paid $110 for this. I shouldn't have to further modify this holster to accommodate my weapon. So anyway, I emailed them back. I said, you know what, thanks, but no thanks. I shouldn't have to send back a already purchased item for you guys to fix it. You guys didn't offer another holster or or a refund, and I know they have a 30-day money back guarantee, but my thing is why should I have to box this thing back up and take it to the post office and send it off and wait another week to 2 weeks to get this back, just for them to do a little cut that I could do here at home. So I voiced my opinion and concerns with them. And basically let them know that you failed to execute a first-time buyer, that took a shot on your guys' company. And mind you, a lot of my videos were taken down from YouTube, so I've reviewed tons of holsters, and it's something I don't take very lightly. So, especially if I'm a paying customer for it. Now, if you sent me a holster to review and wear around and try out and do, an unbiased review on YouTube, then it would be a different story. So anyway, after I explained that to them, they actually emailed me back pretty quick and were like, hey, we're sorry with you're dissatisfied with our side of the customer service business, but they said we'll make it right. We're making you another holster right now, and it'll ship tomorrow. So we'll see if that comes through. I'm sure it will. They seem like a big enough company where they stick to their word. So once I get that holster in, I'll send this one back. There's no need for me to keep this, and there's no need for me to modify it, so they can do whatever they want with it. But anyway, I really hate doing bad reviews on stuff unless it's just complete garbage. It might have been an oversight. It might have been, maybe they thought the clearance was enough, but it wasn't. So as far as the construction, I'm really digging this holster. Like, I was excited. I wore it around for a full day. I know that's not much time to review a video or to review an item such as a holster, but I probably got about 6 or 7 miles of walking in. I do run a gun belt, and this thing did not move. It stayed in the exact area. And I have holsters that kind of move back in between the belt loops of my pants or my cargo shorts. This thing didn't budge, didn't pull my pants down. You definitely notice it's there. I mean, this is essentially a Glock 19 just with a 17 frame, but I'm running a light and an optic, so the weight is there. You definitely feel like a break is inside of your pants, and I chose to do that. I chose to carry IWB or OWB, whatever it be, but it's not the lightest gun out there or the smallest gun. But anyway, the construction, great. I like it. I mean, they have a good product here. I'm really digging this belt clip they have. This is the widest belt clip I've ever seen on a holster before, and that might play a big part in why this thing doesn't shuffle around in between the loops of my belt. This is the second holster I've ran a claw on. Now, this is an AIWB. I don't run AIWB. I run just IWB. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1", 320. It would not be comfortable for me to carry appendix carry. So, but like I said, the holster, it's great construction. I mean, you could tell they put the time and detail into it. It's just a relief kit. I know some people might think like, oh, you're just crying too much about this, but hey, just think if you spent $110 on something that didn't work 100% like it should have, what would your take be on it? So thank you, Dara, for making this right. Let's see if you follow through. Like I said earlier, I'm sure you will. Once I get my new holster, you will get this one back. Anyway, everything's smooth and rounded out. There's no like knife type edges on any of the borders. It's been well rounded off. Looks like it's been maybe even been buffed. But there's nothing sharp. There's nothing that'll snag. Everything is very well contoured. And I don't know if it was, I would hate to give out bad information, but I'm not sure if it was this company that runs a thicker Kydex than your normal Kydex. It seems thicker. It's very rigid. And man, if they just cut like a 1/4 inch more, that would have cleared that red dot. Have been awesome. We'd have had no problems. There's really nothing else I can say about the holster. The one cool thing that I liked about it is there's an option when you're ordering this. Now it wasn't very clear. I wasn't sure if they were going to red Loctite it, but for $1.99 it says red Loctite. So it was a 50-50 shot, and they actually send you a little tube of red Loctite. And this isn't an adjustable can, so that's why I kind of assumed like they were going to do it. But even better, they send you a bottle of red Loctite, which I can use on probably 10 to 15 holsters because it's a big enough tube. The retention's awesome. I like how everything's set up, how they have their screws sitting there. So if something were to back out by some chance, you're not going to lose a screw. I like how they did this. How they did this setup. Now I own probably 150 Kydex holsters, and I have never seen a firearm rub off so much Kydex. Like the first day, I probably holstered this thing 1,000 times. You know, just getting that practice in, because this is going to be my carry gun this summer. I normally carry a full-size 1911 with a light, but this is definitely my new favorite pistol, the Glock 45. I did a couple upgrades to it. I'll do a review on this later. I think I got about 300 rounds through it. Flawless, as expected with Glock. I was never a big Glock fan, but Glock perfection. I've never seen a Glock jam. I've heard of them, never seen one. I've never experienced it, so I trust this 100%. But so I don't want this review to steer anyone away from Dara. Their customer service is probably second to none, especially how fast they got back to me. And they are sending me another holster without me sending this one back. And they didn't even ask for it back, but the right thing to do is to send it back, because I paid for a holster, not two. So anyway, when I get my new holster in, I'm sure the cut is going to be big enough now to run this red dot without it hitting it, and I will do a follow-up review on it. and we will go from there. All right, guys.